Dean Studer, and I'm the hearing officer for the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency, otherwise referred to as Illinois EPA or IEPA. I call your attention to the documents entitled Fact Sheet for Public Hearing Landfill, Land and Lakes Wheeling Landfill, it's dated October 25th, 2010. I point out that this hearing panel tonight will listen to the comments that are made tonight and will provide responses to all significant comments in writing in the responsive summary. Again, the time limit tonight is 3 minutes per person. Are there any questions on how we will conduct this hearing this evening? Okay, seeing that there are no hands raised, I'm going to allow the permit applicant to make a brief opening statement. Jim Cowie, if you would come forward.
Good evening. My name is Jim Cowie, C-O-W-H-E-Y, President of Land and Lakes Company. We welcome the opportunity this evening to make formal comments regarding our post-closure application for a closed facility in Buffalo Grove. First, I would like to remind the public that this facility has been closed for 15 years. Any questions raised tonight are merely to address our application to be removed from post-closure care. Further, it should be stated that this facility was monitored by the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency and the Lake County Health Department during its life cycle and post-closure period. This is a normal procedure for all facilities. Further, this post-closure application to be removed from post-closure care is also a normal procedure. Land and Lake staff and its expert consultants will provide all technical information to the Illinois EPA in the permit application process. Unfortunately, a number of false allegations regarding this facility have been made by a politically motivated individual. We have chosen not to respond publicly to many of these false allegations simply because they were clearly intended to further an individual's personal agenda. We have, however, always taken our operating record very seriously, and we have followed the regulatory framework for this facility. Further, we reserve our right to pursue all legal remedies to defend our reputation and operating record. We would also like to emphasize our strong commitment to develop this property. It has always been our main goal to develop this property into a prime retail development, and we worked diligently with Buffalo Grove for over 7 years to do just that. In fact, the property was scrutinized by the various Village Grove boards and commissions for over 3 years. These boards and commissioners and the village trustees voted unanimously to support this project. This property consists of approximately 60 acres, which can be developed into over 1.5 million square feet of retail space. Hundreds of new jobs will be created from the development alone. Hundreds of thousands of dollars will be raised each year for Buffalo Grove through sales tax revenue. Millions of dollars in new infrastructure will be added to the community as improvements paid for by the developing companies. This is an extremely significant project that should not be delayed. We support the efforts of the IEPA to answer any final technical concerns and look forward to working with Buffalo Grove on further development of this property. Thank you.
I'm a Buffalo Grove resident, and my name is Lisa Stone. It is of concern that Buffalo Grove relies on groundwater as an emergency water source, and surrounding communities rely on groundwater as a primary source of water. Given that the release of phenol and other contaminants has been a known ongoing problem at this landfill, it is unacceptable that the groundwater is not more closely monitored. Though this facility was permitted to dispose of a variety of wastes, including putrescible materials, it has been regulated as an inert facility with regard to liner construction, leachate collection, gas extraction, groundwater monitoring, closure and post-closure requirements, etc. In addition to being an alarming indicator that the facility may not be properly designed or regulated for the waste types that it accepted, this information should lead to an extension of the post-closure time period from 15 years to 30 years as required for landfills that accepted putrescible waste. Although much has been said about phenol, I would like to make one more point. The Land and Lakes permit allows the release of 2 times the PQL as allowed by the Illinois Pollution Control Board standard, which for phenol is 5.0 milligrams per liter. Given the lack of monitoring, however, for bottled water, the FDA has determined that the phenol concentration should not exceed 0.001 milligrams per liter. This is 5,000 times less. Given the lack of monitoring, it is possible and even likely that the phenol emanating from the landfill is not in fact groundwater, but has made its way into the drinking water and should be regulated at the lower level. Because of the increase in releases in the past 2 years, the IEPA should require that Land and Lakes perform and submit an assessment monitoring for phenol. In closing, we have to protect our groundwater as if it were our only water source in the event that we are unable to utilize Lake Michigan. Therefore, I urge the IEPA to closely examine the potential realities and repercussions pertaining to this landfill, using the knowledge and experience we have gained over the years, and not apply the loose and vague standards that were developed decades ago. In an area as vital as the health and safety of our drinking water, common sense and moral decency dictates adherence to the spirit of the law, not blindly to the letter of the law. Our children and future generations need safe water sources, and it's our duty to protect and provide for that. Cradle-to-grave liability dictates that a landowner must not allow their site to cause future violations of the Act. Please address this matter as if the landfill were in the communities that you are raising your own families. Accordingly, the IEPA should not certify completion of post-closure care for Land and Lakes Landfill Number 5. Thank you.
Is there anyone else that has not spoken this evening that would like to do so?
Public hearing from what Mr. Studer told me. This is the first time in Illinois that there has been a public hearing on a post-closure care regarding post-closure care. So this is the first time it's ever happened in Illinois. I hope that this is the first time of many, because I think it's an important process in the safety of human beings. But the reason I did get up to speak was not that. I think you were about to say that, so I don't want to steal your thunder. So by all means, finish when I'm done. I just wanted to say one thing that was, you mentioned at the beginning of your hearing, you said if there were any government affiliations, it should be stated on the record. You should know that I was a trustee elected in April '09. I was just recalled on November 2nd. This landfill being a big issue. Okay, I won't go into that. But I just want you to know that I was a trustee. I'm not now, so I'm not sure what to say until it's certified. I may still be a trustee, so I don't want to not expose that.
It makes no difference. Your comments are still on the record.
Okay, because you said government.
That.
Because you said government exposure, and also I think that it's fair to say that Land and Lakes President Jim County is the mayor of Lake Forest.
Right. The purpose of that is if you're officially representing and you're being a spokesman for them. And I'm not aware that you're being an official spokesman for the village, so it's a moot point.
Okay, just because you said government affiliation, I thought I don't want to legally not do this right. So there you go. Thank you.
All right. And I do want to say one thing, and that is this is not our first post-closure care. It is our first hearing on post-closure care. There is a difference. And I thank you for your attendance this evening. You all did a very eloquent job of staying within the time frames, and I appreciate that greatly. It's a very efficient hearing. Thank you.
Thank you.